How you guys doing? I'm on my walk. I'm gonna do some walk rant, and maybe a music lesson while I'm at it. But I want to document some progress I made today musically. I walked to Bertrand's Music, which is 7.5 miles away from my house, so that makes this a 15-mile walk day. Once I get home, it will be. I made some progress there, but they're great, but they kind of suck in the sense that they don't let me film there anymore. I'm sure I had something to do with making that rule, but I jammed there today. I couldn't film it because that's the rule now, LOL. But I jammed there and I made a breakthrough. Seriously this time. One of my mentors, Chris Brian Chapman, once told me that when you're practicing and you make a breakthrough, you're not doing anything differently most of the time. You're just practicing again, and you just keep at it, and suddenly the breakthrough happens when it's ready, but not because you did anything different, just because it was ready to happen. And that happened to me on a certain thing today. I was jamming at Bertrand's Music, which would have been recorded if they would have let me, but they didn't, so it wasn't. But I finally got my pinky as good as my other fingers. It just hit me. Like just while I was practicing, suddenly my pinky said, wait a minute, my pinky can play as fast as these other fingers. And it really can. I can bend with my pinky. I can do vibrato with it. I can play as fast with my pinky as I can. It's not slower or dumber than the other fingers now. And that took me so fucking long to get. But I got it at Bertrand's Music today when I was jamming. And then I got another little thing in my head. While I was walking after that about, I think I'm making more, I think I really have the minor scales in all 12 keys in my head pretty good, you know, not just knowing where the minor scale comes from, the harmonic minor scale, not just knowing the triads that make it up, and not just knowing the scale, and not just knowing where the triads come from the overtone and undertone series, but really visualizing all 12 harmonic minor key scales in all 12 keys in my head. That's not easy, but I think I might have done that today too. Finished that little thing off. But what I want to do right now, other than what I just said, is I want to do a music lesson. So hang on, join me if you like. I have a good, cool one, I think, this time. Cool music lesson. I want to talk about the dominant mode in any of the four 7-note scales, these being major scale, harmonic major scale, harmonic minor scale, and melodic minor scale. I want to think of the dominant mode in all four of those, and I want to think of it as a mixolydian mode or an altered mixolydian mode in all four cases, and I want to lay it out. I think it's pretty elegant the way it works out. I'd like to show you guys. I don't have a guitar with me right now, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't need to noodle on a guitar to show you this. You guys are smart. You can hear what I'm saying. You can pick up your own guitar and do it. So it's fair enough. I think it's good enough that I just talking one. All right, major scale. This has a dominant is a mixolydian mode. So if I'm in C major, I have the dominant mode is G mixolydian. Okay. Oh, hi.
Hello. I'm your fan.
Thank you so much. Good to see you guys. So and then if you make the mixolydian mode, let's say you flat the sixth note in the mixolydian mode, that would be in G mixolydian, because we're still going to be in C. In G mixolydian, that would be E flat. So that would be G mixolydian with an E flat. That would be G aeolian dominant, and that's the fifth mode of C melodic minor, because if you have a C major scale and you flat the third, which is E to E flat, you have a C melodic minor scale, which from the point of view of the dominant mode would be a mixolydian flat six, because E flat is the flat six in G mixolydian. So just have a mixolydian flat six, and you have the fifth mode of melodic minor. So far so good. Now let's do a different one. Let's flat the second of the mixolydian mode. So let's say I have G mixolydian and I flat the second from A to A flat, because A is the second in G mixolydian. I'm going to have G mixolydian with an A flat. That could be called the mixolydian flat 2 scale. And what is that? That's the fifth mode of C harmonic major scale. Because the C harmonic major scale is just a C major scale with an A flat, a flat 6. But from the point of view of the dominant mode, that's just a mixed relating with a flat 2. Because G mixed relating with a flat with an A flat is the fifth mode of C harmonic major scale. So if you have mixed leading flat 2, that's the fifth mode of harmonic major scale. So far, so good. We only have one more left. So let me just comment. First, we started with a pure mixed leading mode that gave us the major scale. Then we flatted the 6 that gave us the fifth mode of melodic minor. Then we flatted the second, which gave us the fifth mode of harmonic major. So far we have a pure mixed Lydian, we have one flat, another flat. Now guess what? We're going to have a mixed Lydian with both a flat second and a flat 6. That's 2 flats. It has both the flats that we've had before. Not 0, not 1, but 2. So a G mixed Lydian with a flat second, that would be A flat, and a flat 6, that would be E flat, is a fifth mode of C harmonic minor scale. And that would just make a G Phrygian dominant scale. So if you have a G mixed Lydian, flat the second, that means you have an A flat. That's a sixth of C, which would be the minor 6 in C, harmonic minor. Then flat the sixth in the G mixed Lydian, which would be E flat. That's the minor third in the C harmonic minor scale. Voila. You have the Phrygian dominant scale, which is the fifth mode of a C Phrygian dominant scale, is the fifth mode of C harmonic minor scale. And all we did is take the G mixed Lydian, flat the second, flat the sixth, then you have the fifth mode of C harmonic minor. If you flat just one of those two, you have, in the case of, well, if you take a mixed Lydian with the flat 6, you get the fifth mode of melodic minor. If you take a mixed Lydian mode with the flat second, you get the fifth mode of harmonic major. And if you just take a pure mixed Lydian, you get the fifth mode of C of the major scale. Because the G mixed Lydian is the fifth mode of C major scale. That's not a common way of looking at it. In fact, I've never heard of it. I just made it up myself. Otherwise, I've never heard of it. But it's a cool little way of doing it. Mixed Lydian is very transparent in a sense. It just makes everything simple. Mixed Lydian, just a standard mixed Lydian, all pure mixed Lydian is the fifth mode of major scale. Mixed Lydian with the flat second is the fifth mode of melodic minor scale. Mixed Lydian with the flat second is the fifth mode of harmonic major scale. A mixed Lydian with the flat 6 and a flat second is the fifth mode of harmonic minor scale, or always known as, in the case of the fifth mode being Phrygian dominant. So there you have it. That's a good way of looking at it. Notice you can't get from major to harmonic minor in one step. It takes 2 steps, because to go from C major to C harmonic minor, you have to flat the second and the 6. You can't just do one thing. And so, and to get from harmonic minor to major, you have to raise the 6th and the 3rd, which means you can't get there just doing one thing. But curiously enough, it's also true that you can't get the other two back and forth with just one step either. You can't get a melodic minor to a harmonic major in one step either. Let me explain. To go from a harmonic major to a melodic minor, you have to flat the 3rd and raise the 6th. Because a harmonic major has a major 3rd and a minor 6, and to make a melodic minor, you have to have a minor 3rd and a major 6. So both 3rd and 6 have to alternate sharp and flat, and you can't do it in one step. It takes 2. Then, of course, to get from melodic minor to harmonic major, you have to flat the 6 and raise the 3rd, because a melodic minor has a minor 3rd and a major 6. So to get from a melodic minor to a harmonic major, you have to flat the 6 and raise the 3rd, giving a major scale with a flat 6. But you can't do it in one step. You can't go from a melodic minor on a certain key to a harmonic major on the same key with one step. It takes 2. And you can't get from a major scale to a harmonic minor scale or backwards on the same route either. It takes 2 steps. But every other step, of all the others, you can do with one step. You can go from, you can do the math. You can go from major scale to melodic minor in one step, and then from melodic minor to harmonic minor in one step, and then from harmonic minor to harmonic major in one step, and then harmonic major back to major in one step. Or the other way around the circle, you can go from major to harmonic major in one step. You can go from harmonic major to harmonic minor in one step. You can go from harmonic minor to melodic minor in one step. And you can go from melodic minor to major in one step. But you can't go for either from major to harmonic minor, or you can't go from melodic minor to harmonic major in one step. Both those two processes take two alterations. So you guys, peace, love, and rock and roll.